Hey guys, what's up? It's YrevzZ here, and today we're going to be doing some text. Make it sound, or not sound. You can't listen to text. Today we're going to make it look, you know, just flashy. Just make it look good. And since it's not going to be all super 3D, obviously it's not Cinema 4D and stuff like that. Um, this is just basically, jeez, for people who don't use Cinema 4D or don't have it and they're just using nothing but Photoshop. Um, but let's just get on in here, and these are just stuff that um, is going to work out somehow. All right, let's start a new one. I'm going to just go ahead and use 1920 by 1080 pixels, obviously, for the transparent background. And this is going to be kind of like a beginner's thing, I guess you could say. All right, I'm going to use a nice little blue, and now we're going to go to filter, render, and go to lighting effects. God, the roof of my mouth hurts. Ah, my computer always wants to lag on this part. Alright. I'm going to make it just like that. Um, it's kind of like if you've ever done like photography things, like a camera lens, it's kind of around it. That's what it reminds me of. Alright, now let's go to text. Alright, you're going to want to press T on your keyboard, or you can go to the text thing right there. And I'm going to bring this up to about 72. Go to text. Name it whatever you want. Um, Now we got our text, and as you can see, it's a little bit too small. So go to Control T on your text layer, and you'll see all these little squares around it. These are your adjusting points. Uh, Like if you just want to make it longer, just go to the length one, obviously. I mean, a lot of people have messed with these sort of things. So I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain that part, but I thought I'd shed a little bit of light on there. Alright, now as you can see, we have our text exactly kind of how we want it. Go ahead and get out of that by either going to your layer and pressing enter. That's what I do all the time. It's pretty quick. Um, Alright. Now we got all that, so let's go ahead and right click, go to blending options on our text layer, and I'm going to change the color by giving it a color overlay. That way it'll be a little bit easier to tell what we're doing. Alright, so we're going to click on this, wait a minute, whoops, there we go. We're going to click on this little square, and I'm going to actually change it to something like what my background is, maybe. Yeah, just maybe. Alright, I'll use kind of like a light or a dark, like kind of transparent purple. Alright, now that we got like a color, whatever color you're using, um, we're going to go to bevel and emboss. And these settings, I'm pretty sure can be used in CS 5.5, which is the one before this. This is CS6 extended. Um, I haven't messed with 5.5 in quite a while because I've had this one for, oh gosh, like a little bit, I think about a week after it was actually released. So, yeah, let's go ahead and mess with this stuff. And just if you can't do it, I'm really sorry. I'm not meaning to break your spirit, but yeah. Alright. First off, we have our depth, and I'm using, real quick, let me tell you guys the font that I'm using. It should just be straight Arial, like There's no different. I'm not using a weird font. I'm using one that everybody can use. So that way, if you don't have a font that I don't have or that I do have, you're not going to be at a disadvantage. So let's go ahead. I'm going to bring this up to 150. So depth is going to be 150. You're going to have the direction on up. Size is going to be, whoa, that's way too high. I want to bring it down to about 12. No soften. Oh shoot, I don't want soften. Use your keep the angle and latitude in the global light the same, but change your glass contour to ring. And as you can see, that adds a really cool beveled look, like as we were doing on Cinema 4D. If you guys have watched those, and if you haven't, then I will put or you can check them out. I'll put a link to one of them, or I'll put an annotation on the screen somewhere. Alright, turn on the anti-aliasing, and as you can see, that's looking a whole lot better. Let's go stroke. We're going to add a black stroke at the size of, whoa, that's a little bit too big. Yeah, about 7 or 8, maybe 6. That's pretty good. Mine's black. Alright, it's all looking pretty sweet, actually. I'm not disliking the purple right now. Alright, next we're going to go to drop shadow. That is not going to be set on anything. Okay, we'll start from the top and bottom. Alright, opacity, set it to 100. Angle is going to stay the same. The distance is going to be set. Oh wait, first let's take off the size. Alright, distance is going to be set to the distance looks pretty good at about 22 to, yeah, 25 is pretty good. So 20 to 25, that looks pretty good. Just kind of like a little bit farther you get it away from it, uh, the more you can actually tell that it's a shadow. So, and if you want to put some spread on that, then you go right ahead. I don't ever put spread on it. I don't ever put size on it because all it does is like distort it and it makes it look like it's not really there. Let's go ahead and see if this is gonna work. Last time it didn't. Yeah, see, it didn't work again. So dumb. I did it one time and it looked great. Alright. But I mean, right there, compared to that, that looks really awesome. Oh man, I almost yawned. That was close. But that looks really good. And from here you can add, let me see. I mean, from here you can actually change the font. This is just if you want. Like, say you have a font that you want to use, then now you can change it. It'll have those same settings on there. Uh, that's such a dumb E. God, I hate that. That's like the stupidest freaking E I've ever seen. Oh, wow. That is freaking huge. That actually looks pretty nice. I like bold fonts, so that's pretty sweet. BD Bankwell. That's the one. You can get that at dafont.com. That's dafont.com. Put a link down below to that one. You can add some optical flares. I'll do this really quick for you guys, just so you can see like just how cool you can actually make your text and stuff in Photoshop. Like, I never thought that it was all that great, but I still love like how people do stuff in Photoshop and still make it look good. We'll use Flare 10. That's a pretty standard one in my opinion. Boom, boom. Close that shit. Alright. Alright. Yeah. So, I mean, that's really about it. If this helped you out, I'm really glad it did. I know I still enjoy messing with Photoshop. Like, I still do stuff with it. I mean, I use more Cinema 4D text now than I don't really make text in here anymore, but I've seen some really crazy text. Like, they're really cool. And we probably will be going into a more extensive like textures, really how to make some really cool backgrounds, stuff like that. Um, I won't be teaching you people how to look skinny or look more buff. You are just kind of weird if you want to do that. Sorry, I've been freaking hilarious things on stuff. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. Give this video a like if you want to see more of these. Subscribe. Yeah, that's it. I hope this helps you out. All right, have a good one, guys.